Talking about just doing all the noises and shit in there. Hey! CoCo be going live. 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 CoCo be going live.
I did not like this lighting at all. I remember back in the day, Facebook was nothing but a place for you to talk shit about your teachers in high school. Mm-hmm. Well, and I know there are probably some people who are looking at me like, bitch, I had Facebook when high schoolers weren't even allowed to have Facebook. It was only for college students. Okay, well, girl, when I got Facebook, it was for college and high school students. And that was how you knew. Well, for me, because I got my Facebook page in 2006, hunty, okay? It's vintage, okay? Old school, seasoned vet in the game right here. And it was the summer going into my freshman year at John Carroll's, going to high school. And I thought I was a grown girl, and I was like, okay, let me see what these boys talking about. Let me see what they look like. And that was, so Facebook was nothing but a place for us to talk our ish about everybody we was going to school with, or the teacher, or to see what classes you had with somebody. So for Facebook to be as complicated as it is right now, I just don't understand. I'll be like, girl, what's going on? Okay, let me get this Instagram live going. I'm trying not to show, I got my hair done, but my ends need to be clipped so bad. They're so frizzy. I'm gonna get them cut tonight. But high key, Instagram done got complicated too. I'm like, I don't know who Facebook and Instagram think they are. But I know y'all trying to monetize everything, but y'all need to slow down and chill out, because ain't nobody got time for all of that complicated ass apps. We came on here to talk ish. Okay? Yes, okay, so Jalen, we ended up switching the topics at the last second. So we're in the studio getting ready to do episode 94 of the CoCo's Tea podcast. I wanted to initially talk about Tyler Perry. So let me just go ahead and knock that out real quick, since we're not going to address it on the podcast. I think black people have been dragging Tyler Perry because a couple weeks ago, he got on the internet and tried to brag about the fact that he's the only person who writes his own shows. And it's just like, okay, congrats, but one, I wouldn't be telling nobody that, because your shows, there'll be a lot of missing key pieces to your show, Tyler. That's number one. Number two, you're in a position to where you could be hiring so many black writers who want the opportunity to make transformative stories, or better yet, just want the opportunity from somebody like a Tyler Perry in the first place. So it's just like, why not allow, people to have that opportunity? And number two, so then this Fallen Grace movie came out, and everybody started clowning it. And again, I think people took that opportunity to take shots at Tyler Perry because just a week before, he was bragging about how he does all his writing by himself. Okay, so the story of Fall From... Did you watch it, Jalen? Mm-hmm. So the story wasn't bad, right? It wasn't a bad movie. It's just that because niggas are petty and niggas be having time, they wanted to take out the time to show where Tyler was messing up in all his editing, right?
Everything that I did notice after getting on Twitter.
Twitter and Facebook told me all of Tyler's mistakes. I didn't catch it when I was watching it. And that's the thing. Like, Tyler, he know what he be doing. This was my only complaint about the movie, right? Because, yes, it did start off slow, and then it picked up, and it was going really well. Here's my thing. Okay, so spoiler alert for people who may have not seen the movie yet. So Grace marries this man who ends up stealing all this money from him, and he's talking all this shit, and she gets behind him and smashes him with a bat. I mean, blood just everywhere. She's soaked in blood, blood all over the chair, all over the house, blood. Obviously, we thinking the man is dead, right? Plot twist, he's not dead. But we see the body get smashed the fuck in. Why does man show up a week later with a Band-Aid on his forehead? I was like, hold up.
Purple bruises, that's it.
I said, hold up, Tyler. We see this woman bash this man's head into the chair. We synced it.
Like blunt force trauma.
And then he gonna show up, I don't even think a week later with a Band-Aid on his head. I said,
And
you gotta
walking.
be kidding me. You telling me this man had to go to a mental hospital? You telling me this man didn't even have no surgery? Like, he just show up again, still on his bullshit the next time we see him. I was just like, okay, only Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry has made some really good movies. I mean, when I think about my favorite Tyler Perry movies, I automatically go to Daddy's Little Girl, The Family That Prays, and Why Did I Get Married? Why Did I Get Married Too? Those were really good stories that didn't have all of the BS in it and all of like the... And so this is my theory. Tyler Perry knows who his audience is, right? Older black women. I won't even say older. I would say middle-aged to old. I would say if you... Starting at 40, I feel like that's... I say 35, but I also feel like that maybe is a little too young because I'm not too far from 35, sort of. Okay, so... I'm just going to say, starting at age, for black women, age 40 to like 60, 65. I'll even say 70. Because Tyler Perry been doing this thing for about 15 years now. So I would say age 40 to about 75. That is Tyler Perry's core audience, right? So I think that he knows that he could churn out whatever bullshit he wants to. All it gotta do is have this black woman who needs a man. He turns up to be a savior. There's some kind of plot twist. He ends up not being shit, and they love it. They eat it up, and it becomes this thing that everybody talks about on the internet, and nobody questions it because he knows that that's what feeds his audience, right? And he knows, okay, at a minimum, I can put out this bullshit, but at a minimum, I'm going to make $500,000. And that's why you have the beautiful, amazing, historic Tyler Perry Studios, because he knows I can continue to churn out this bullshit and nobody's going to correct me on it because you know why? I'm making $500,000. Now, I don't know how much he's actually making. I'm just putting that number out there. But...
And you know Netflix paying him too.
Well, Netflix is paying him for this particular one. Yes. So, I'm just saying, I think Tyler Perry has, like, found his niche and he knows what's going to make him some money. And I think when he wants to actually make quality movies, he goes to get those A-listers like your Alfred Woodards, your Sanaa Lathan, Kathy Bates, and he makes those really quality movies. And that's what I maybe... takes, or maybe gives him, instead of a minimum of $500,000, maybe instead he makes a minimum of $5 million. I don't know. I'm trying to make it make sense. Okay, I'm trying to give you some bait here, Tyler Perry. Okay, so we got that behind us. We're not going to talk about that in the show anymore today. What we're actually going to talk about is the Grammys and some of the bias that are within that organization, within that system, how it's kept I guess black people from being properly rewarded the way that they should, and even talking about some of the comments that Diddy made last night at his award ceremony where he was honored. So we're doing that. We're talking about the Grammys. I'm having a live call in today. I just got off the phone with my brother, and he's a huge Kobe Bryant fan, and he's so broken up right now. Like, I just don't even know what to say. I don't even want to do the show anymore, but I feel like this is part of it. Like, real life happens and you have to continue to do the show.